I did want to bring up another story.
Okay.
Have you seen they're remaking Harry Potter?
Yeah, they're making it into a show.
Yeah, on HBO or Max or HBO
Really?
Max or whatever the hell they call it now. Yeah, they're remaking the Harry Potter series with 3 new little kids.
Yeah. I guess, is it time? I don't know if it's. I mean, unless you want to do like a more accurate depiction of the story.
I guess.
Because I know they cut a lot out, but I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, they're ass stories either.
Are they really? I've never.
I'm gonna catch a lot.
I've watched the movies, but never. I don't think I finished.
The movies
them.
were ass too. I read the books. Ass book. J.K. Rowling is just a terrible author. Like
we're about to lose a lot.
I know. Argue with me in the comments if you want. I will followers. Die on this hill.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling is terrible.
Well, she's a terrible person, but
no, author wise,
right,
she's ass.
Yeah.
Like just one quick thing.
Yeah.
You know, right? Quidditch, right?
Okay.
Quidditch, her big thing, her big sport in the wizarding world, doesn't make sense.
Why?
Because there's they score points, but there's a side game, right?
Yeah.
To catch the golden snitch, right?
Snitch, yeah.
Why would any team ever invest on anything besides the seeker who hunts down the golden snitch? You would have a team full of idiots and then one guy who's like prime athlete.
Right.
Like imagine if you were watching an NFL game where, there's the game going on and then on the side there's a dude trying to catch a cat.
Right.
Both teams have one guy trying to catch a cat. They would invest, and if they catch that cat, they win the game. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
You would invest all your money into the guy catching the cat.
I feel like, is it supposed to be that rare? Like, does it happen every game?
It doesn't.
Right. It's supposed to be like a once every 20 games.
Like it's
maybe.
like, oh, it's crazy. Caught the golden snitch. But it's just like,
if that's the case, then I get it. But if he gets caught once a game, it's like, yeah, what's the point?
Harry caught the thing like 4 times, bro.
What's the point of the rest of the game?
The man fucking literally caught it in his mouth. Like, come on, dude.
You're not lying.
It's a stupid thing, stupid.
It is kind of.
And then like the whole what's it called when they teleport? You're not allowed to do it on Hogwarts grounds. Why is an entire wizarding society following the rules of this one school? It's not even the only school in the entire wizarding world. Because in the other books, you see the other schools, which don't get nearly enough screen time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I meant to talk about the show, and I'm just shitting on the books at this point.
You see some of the schools, right, when they do the competition.
Yeah.
Where you get
the Goblet of Fire.
Right. You get
Robert
Pattinson, where he dies.
Yes, he does die.
My boy.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, come on, dude. He's 100 years old at this point. They're doing a remake at this point. Just spoiler for the remake.
And then the movie's nuts when when Voldemort is like fucking up Harry, right? Yeah. And he's like doing the fucking spell. What is it? He doesn't do Crucio. He does some shit.
Bro, you seem to know a lot of Harry Potter for someone that hates Harry Potter.
I read the book. You can't hate something unless you know it, right?
Okay,
the peak hate you gotta know.
There's like a balance of like you hate something and love something so much that know
how ass it is. Think about it.
Somewhere.
Kendrick hates Drake, but he knows everything about Drake.
Know about him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's peak hating.
You can't hate if you don't know.
Exactly.
I agree. Okay.
But it was very funny where Voldemort is like casting his spell on Harry, and Harry's like writhing in pain, and like Voldemort does this like little happy dance. He goes, yo, that's funny as shit.
I won't have any. Damn it! What the fuck is his name? The actor for Voldemort, Ralph.
You could literally say Ralph Lundgren, and I'll be like, yeah, sure.
The man is he's a beast. All right, he's a master class in acting. All right.
Well, I'm not saying that he did a bad job. Yeah. I'm just saying that scene was fucking hilarious because like I can see me doing that. I can see me being so happy that I do a little happy dance.
It's very obvious that Harry Potter is riding on like the coattails of this
nostalgia, bro.
This nostalgia, and also, I mean, I think for a lot of kids that age, or when they were introduced to it, or when it was created, like giant world building, you know what I mean? This like fantastical world that people can go into, and there's like so much to it, and there's ogres and there's magic, and what's his name?
Ralph. Phineas?
Okay, I was not gonna guess. And I think a lot of people were just so sucked into the world, right? Yeah. It's very interesting. It's very creative. It's fun. The fucking unicorns and the, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool. It's mysterious bit. It's I think it really relies heavily on that, in my opinion. I don't remember what the hell happens in the movies like that, but I just know it's like, oh yeah, they have a fucking ogre in the bathroom.
It's as a kid you see it and it is very mystical and it's like cool, but the more you like as an adult as you look into it, you're like, that makes no fucking sense.
I guess you're not supposed to scrutinize the movie.
I mean,
right?
the very principle,
adult,
like. Right? Voldemort tries to kill Harry when he's a baby, and he casts a spell, and like it rebounds off of him and hits him.
He caught a ricochet.
Yeah, he tries to do the Avada Kedavra.
Yeah,
but it bounces off because of the power of love. I'm not joking. It was the power of love.
Yeah.
And it hits him, and he dies or like splits into four Cruxes. And I'm like, why'd he do that?
Right.
It's a baby.
Just pick it up.
Bro, just throw it out the window.
I mean, you
like,
honestly...
leave it alone for a few hours.
I think just offing the parents and walking away was enough.
Yeah. Put a blanket over him and walk away. What are you trying to cast spells for, bro?
Let nature do his thing.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely... that's very true. I don't know. Is it a magical baby?
Apparently the power of love,
he was the chosen one. I don't know, right? Right?
Well, apparently he... was chosen because it didn't have to be him. Was the other Neville could have also been the chosen one. Yeah, because there was a prophecy and both of them fit like the criteria of the prophecy.
I feel bad for Neville now because he kind of got the short.
Neville was dope in the last one where he gets the sword of Gryffindor. He's like, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, my boy.
He was kind of the joke.
He was like the pun character. In the earlier books, he was.
The punching bag for most of it.
He has a glow up though.
I know, I seen that. I'm like, God damn, bro. What the fuck?
It was like way cooler than Harry, bro.
Hell?
Harry's
still the same height.
Yeah, bro. no shade to Harry's actor, Daniel Radcliffe, goated actor. But we're off on a tangent there on my
the show
deep disdain for this
Harry
series.
Potter.
Yeah, the actual show. So they're bringing in a new cast or whatever.
That's cool.
Hermione is played by a girl that may or may not be white. It's hard to tell. Okay. She's a little tan.
All right.
But she has very whitish last name.
Okay.
And there's certain parts of the internet that take issue with it.
Oh, really?
They're basically like, this better not be some woke shit. And it's like, bro.
Is she white in the book?
I don't think they ever talk about it. They say she has like curly hair, like buck teeth and stuff, and that she doesn't really care about being clean and shit. But I'm not sure if they elaborate on her skin color. Maybe they'll say she's pale.
Right.
But either way, who cares, bro?
Right.
Like, this is a world where there's fucking ogres and griffins and like, bro, dude, who cares?
Yeah. I feel like it doesn't really affect the story at all. It doesn't. I think it would be cooler if they had actual black characters, or do Mexicans exist in the Hogwarts?
It's supposed to be like a British school, so probably not.
Okay, damn, no Mexicans.
What would be dope would be a black Latino. Dumbledore, bro. That would be fire.
I think it'd be cool, man. I don't feel like necessarily. It's nice to see minorities in certain roles, right? To
in lead roles.
When you in lead roles where you feel like, damn, because it does matter, man. Representation matters.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean? You totally feel like, damn, I want to be, as a kid growing up watching stuff. But I also think it'd be cooler, instead of like replacing characters or redoing characters, like embracing characters that are black or Mexican or Hispanic in their role, giving them their movies. You know what I mean? I think that I really appreciate that the most. It'd be cooler to see stuff like that, but I also feel like it doesn't matter, man. Like, if this made up person is a different skin color,
different skin color. I mean? I agree. I'm scared for them kids, bro.
Oh yeah,
because they went through some shit, especially Emma Watson. Emma Watson went through some shit. Apparently, when she was 18, like when she turned 18 at her 18th party, there were like paparazzi like laying on the floor trying to get upskirt shots of her, and I'm just like, bro, like, this is a child. She's 18, but this is a child.
Who was it? Was it Britney Spears? I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's not even that far back, but back then, like the media did not give a shit about
Britney was like
about
13
kids.
and like
I think she was in her like 14 years old on the cover of fucking Vogue or some shit, dressed like way too sexualized. She made that song. I think she was like 16 years old when she made whatever hit it was.
Hit me baby one more time.
Something like that. And I'm just like, yo, in a schoolgirl outfit. And I'm just like, this is a child, dude. What the hell? I forgot who it was, but they had a website or some shit where they caught a countdown for her.
That's crazy.
Until she turned 18.
So I'm scared for these kids. Apparently, when HBO announced like the casting on like their, I think it was an Instagram post, they disabled comments because they were like, we don't want like whatever fucking slander the internet's gonna throw out there like affecting these kids' psyche.
It's tough, man, because like the internet's gonna internet.
The internet is gonna
like people are gonna be sometimes just to get the heart, just to get that like, people will say the craziest shit. The
craziest, most out of pocket shit.
So I don't know how much. And being a celebrity, man, you just have to disconnect from that, man. I don't blame people for wanting to disconnect and turn off and disable social media. And I hope for the best for these kids, man. I mean, I think it's cool if it's definitely retelling and more accurate to the book, I guess, because a lot of people are saying, they changed stuff. Then why not? Fuck it. I feel like you could really do a retake in that instance versus like, because it's already been told once. It's live action. So why not take risks and introduce other parts or do like the Last of Us thing where they would like branch off and do like other episodes going to deeper, having backstories that, add more to the story and the characters, the background. I think
there's a lot of stories.
There's a lot of stories out,
I think we'll call it here, but before we do, I wanted to highlight one more thing in the Harry Potter casting. Snape,
who's playing Snape?
The teacher is a black person.
Oh yeah, a lot of people were mad.
Well, a lot of people are mad. This one, I'm not mad about the casting that he's black. It does pose some problems.
I've seen the interesting conversations where people are like, there's this whole scene where Harry is like stared down by him or some shit like that. What is it?
Well, yeah, there's a few things.
Harry says something
Harry
racist.
sees him and immediately distrusts him. Which, again, you're like, why are you just immediately distrusting this guy? And then two, Harry's dad was a dick. Like, he was an asshole, especially to Snape.
Yeah.
Like, at one point, he like hangs him. Yeah. And again, connotation there, bro. Like,
I don't know. Maybe they didn't look deep enough.
Yeah, or like, I don't know. They're definitely not gonna change some of the story.
They're gonna have to change a lot.
Yeah, because it's like,
that's kind of
can't really do that, bro.
You're gonna be like, no, his dad and him were friends.
Yeah, they were
just
friends.
Weren't great friends.
Yeah. So you mean Harry's dad was a dick and a racist?
I think Voldemort might be honest. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't so bad.
Well,
after
I don't know.
all,
I think Voldemort would still be wrong because he would have. Voldemort didn't hate like Harry's dad. He hated people who weren't wizards.
Oh, okay.
He hated Muggles and he hated mudbloods.
Right.
Yeah.
But he hated racists more.
I think he was a racist. He was basically like a wizard Nazi.
Well, yeah, I guess
that's what he was.
Yeah, but he didn't hate black people.
Fair. Yes. He did not hate them for their skin color.
That's right.
Their lineage.
It went
yes.
deeper than that. Right?
As long as you were a black wizard, he was okay with you.
Yeah. Which I feel like balances him out.
A little bit, yeah. The whole wizard.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe Voldemort was right.
Maybe Voldemort had a point. Yeah. Nah, I don't know. That's I did see that. It is conflicting. I don't know how. I guess they're gonna change a lot of the script.
I mean, whatever.
Because he does come off as very like off-standing, right? And then describe him as like this pale, crazy looking dude.
Well, the thing is, Snape had aura, dog. Like when he would walk in his class and like there'd be no wind, but somehow his fucking cape was flapping. I see that happening with a black person a lot.
Oh,
they have aura, bro. You
know what? Maybe you're not lying, dude. Maybe you might be onto something. Also, it's gonna be weird not seeing Alan Rickman as Snape, man. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
I would say he was crazy. One of my favorite casts.
Yeah,
the man who had
such a great actor, dude. It's crazy how of a star-studded cast they had for her.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it is a huge franchise. I mean, she's literally J.K. Rowling's a fucking billionaire.
Yeah.
From a couple of children's books. Right. So I guess they had the money for it, I guess. I don't know.
It's true.
Crazy.
But Either way, I probably won't be supporting it because J.K. Rowling's insane and the books are ass.
I have no idea about the books, but I don't really care about Harry Potter like that. I think it's all right, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't have enough money for the Scholastic Fair. What is it?
Galactic Book Fair.
Yeah, growing up, so I never bought the books.
Well, I read it like
we would get a screwdriver set every time.
I used to have to read it like I was Anne Frank in the ad.
Really? Oh no!
Because my mom was my mom was hyper religious. She found out there was magic and she was like, "Nah, that's demon time right there."
What did you think about you playing magic?
She saw me and Caesar playing magic once.
Oh really?
And she was like, "What are you guys doing?" And I was like, "Jugando magia la reunión." And she was like, "Yeah, right." And she was like, "Es el diablo."
Yeah, no,
and I was like, "I know, that's why I like it." Legit, that's what I said. Yeah.
Es el diablo al mi banco.
Yeah.
Es el diablo.
I'm saying.
A mis bolsas.
I mean, shit.
Damn.
Hey, I'm just saying, devil look like he know how to have a good time.
I mean, damn, dude.
I've seen Lucifer.